I personally love to automate. I think it gives your mix a sense of like life and energy that compression, and especially on the master bus compression, can sometimes strip away. But in order to do that, most people think you need something like this. You need some faders, right? And I have my fader port 8. I use it all the time. It's right here underneath my desk. It's ready to go at all times. But I also like to be able to just automate on the fly whenever something inspires me. So I'm going to show you a few ways real quick just how to automate inside of Pro Tools really quickly. And I'm going to use this mix that I did for Johan Lennox and Quadeca. It's called a song called Running. So you can see I did some automation for some S's, but I do a lot of automation on my tracks. I like to make sure it has a nice lively feel with what I'm doing. And I'm going to show you how I do that a lot of times with just a mouse. So first of all, when you're doing volume automation, it's really easy. You just click on this button, you go to volume automation, and you just click this touch right here. And that means that anytime you're touching this fader, it is going to follow your moves, this is exactly how I do it. I might start a little bit before. Now you can see, as soon as I clicked this volume button, it started recording the automation. And as soon as I let go, it snapped back to what the previous automation was doing, which is what the touch does. If you were to use like touch latch, it would automate where you did it, but it would just keep staying at the level that you left it at whenever you're done. So I usually like to use touch because then it'll go right back to where it was. And if I need to like redo it, I just hit it again. And as soon as I'm done, that turns into a pass, and then that'll play back exactly the way I wrote it. So, say you want to automate something other than volume. Say you want to automate the reverb on a track. And say you have it directly on a track, wherever the reverb's at. You're going to come over here. Super simple tips to get this reverb. First, you're going to Control-Option-Command, the 3-finger salute, as I always call it, and click on whatever parameter you want to enable. And that's going to bring up this, and you're going to say, Enable. Now, if you were to do that again, you could open the plugin automation dialog, or you could just hold Control and Command on Mac, of course, Control and Command and click it again, and it opens that lane right down here. This is automatically going to the decay lane. And now you can do the exact same thing that you did with the volume button. It's in touch, you hit play. And as you can see, it automates that reverb the way that I did it. You could also do this with the mix. You can do this with any parameter. You can also turn these parameters on and off right here on this. You can add anything that you want, but I find it so much faster to just click on the thing that I want, enable automation, Control Command, click it, and bam, it's there. And then it'll play it right back. So the extra little troubleshooting tip that I'm going to give you is if you were having trouble with automation, if it's on touch and you're doing the things, but it's just not writing the automation, you might have to go to the automation window, which is Command 4 on your numeric keypad, or you can go up to Window Automation right here. You bring up that window, that automation window. If these are not red, they can't be written. So you need to make sure that the write enable right here is on all of the parameters that you want, the plugins, the sends, the pans, whatever it may be. And then also make sure that that suspend isn't on. They can be like that light red, but then suspend is on or not. If this tip was helpful for you, if you like the way that I teach things, you can always check out my recording course, Greazy Does It. It's available at greazydoesit.com, and it covers everything when it comes to recording. Almost 20 hours, 130 classes, all on recording music properly, getting it right from the start, and not just fixing it in the mix later. Greazy Does It, available now.